Lisandro Martinez believes Manchester United are playing well and deserve more for their performances with Ruben Amorim in charge. United were hammered 3-0 by Bournemouth at Old Trafford last season, and history repeated itself on Sunday afternoon as the Cherries claimed another comfortable win in Manchester. Defending set pieces has become a huge problem for United this term, and Bournemouth took the lead in the first half thanks to a free kick, which was headed home by Dean Huijsen. Amorim replaced Tyrell Malacia with Lenny Yoro during the interval, and introduced Rasmus Højlund and Alejandro Garnacho in place of Manuel Ugarte and Joshua Zirkzee in the 53rd minute. But Bournemouth extended their advantage shortly after that, when United conceded a penalty. Although Noussair Mazraoui has enjoyed an excellent season, his challenge to concede the penalty was clumsy, and Justin Kluivert calmly beat Andre Onana from the 12-yard spot. Antoine Semenyo made it 3-0 minutes later to kill the game. Thousands of supporters left Old Trafford early, and Amorim will be aware of the size of the job that lies ahead of him. Martinez emerged from the dressing room to speak to MUTV, and the defender was disappointed as he believed United created enough chances to get something from the game. We are very disappointed because I think we're playing so well. We create many chances and unfortunately, we couldn't score. So it's disappointing, Martinez said. We have to adjust a few things, especially at set pieces, and we have to start the games by scoring the first goal. We will work on that. I think we have a great coach and a great group as well. At this club, losing is unacceptable, but we are here to change things. Martinez continued. For sure, we deserve more, and I see a light in this club that I think we're going to achieve that. You see in the games that we are improving, and we have to believe, and for sure it's hard to accept this kind of result, but I believe a lot in the staff and in our team. And just as I said, we're going to change this. We have to recover. We have to prepare well for the game because we need points, and we're going to change the situation. I'm confident about it. United are currently 13th in the Premier League table. Former Manchester United striker Teddy Sheringham has named 4 players who Ruben Amorim can build his new team around. Amorim, 39, has been through the door for little over a month, taking charge of 8 games. To varying results, the Portuguese is attempting to implement his favoured 3-4-3 formation, which brought him success at Sporting Lisbon. United have so far won 4 games under Amorim, who's fielded 24 different players in a bid to see who fits best. That was evident against Tottenham on Thursday in the Carabao Cup quarter-finals, as a much-changed United suffered a 4-3 defeat in North London. But none of Sheringham's picks started the cup tie, with the club legend unsure over the rest of Amorim's squad, barring his chosen quartet. I think Harry Maguire has still got that stature at the football club. I think he's still captain material, Sheringham told Genting Casino. Kobbie Mainoo, who has a lovely presence in midfield. Ahmad and Rasmus Højlund, both young lads that have been showing good grit. I like Højlund. He's been feeding off scraps for far too long, but he's still scoring goals. I think he's got something about him. He's still only a very young boy to be leading the line at Manchester United. When they had the choice to buy either Harry Kane or him 1.5 years ago, I would have said, you've got to go and get Harry Kane to lead the line for the next 2 years, 3 years, and then get Højlund in. But now Højlund has had that 18-month experience. I think it's held him in good stead, and I think he's in a good place. That's what I'm taking from the way that he plays. Ahmad has been the outstanding player in the early days of Amorim's tenure, with the 22-year-old inspiring last weekend's epic Manchester derby win. Højlund, meanwhile, has shown signs of promise with 5 goals under his new boss, although summer signing Joshua Zirkzee has shared the number 9 role. Mainoo was returning from an injury when Amorim took charge and appears to have made his way into the ex-Sporting manager's best starting 18ths. Maguire is the most curious of Sheringham's picks, especially having been stripped off the captaincy by Erik ten Hag at the beginning of last season. Maguire has only started 2 games under Amorim, Arsenal away and Manchester City away, yet has performed well. The 31-year-old says that talks to extend his contract are sounding really positive, with his current deal due to expire and the end of this term. Maguire will be hoping to get the nod for Sunday's game at home to Bournemouth. Ahmad has admitted that Marcus Rashford is the most talented footballer he has played with at Manchester United, in a snub to superstar captain Bruno Fernandes. United's Manchester derby hero has solidified himself as a key component in Ruben Amorim's team. He won a late penalty converted by Fernandes, before expertly scoring a last-minute winner to secure the 3 points against a struggling City side on Sunday. However, one player that was notably absent from that important match was academy graduate Rashford. The 27-year-old has scored 138 goals and assisted 63 times in 426 appearances for his boyhood club, and has been a fan favourite ever since his debut against FC Midtjylland in 2016, where he scored twice to secure a 5-1 win in the Europa League. But he has been out of form and out of favour at United for some time now, with many fans claiming he hasn't been trying hard enough on the pitch. Youngster Ahmad has previously stated that the most talented player in the squad is in fact Rashford, though, despite also having the likes of Fernandes, Kobbie Mainoo and Alejandro Garnacho also left out the squad at the Etihad. To choose from speaking to JD Football on TikTok, Ahmad said, "Oh, this is difficult. There are a lot of quality players in the team, but when I came here, the player I was most impressed by was Rashi. He was quick, he was strong, and I want to say Rashi because he was so good, and he's good also now." Ahmad's opinion seems firmly etched despite Rashford's poor form over the last 12 months. He has scored just 7 times this season, in comparison to one of his best seasons in 2022-23, where Rashford bagged 30 goals and assisted 9 times in 56 appearances. While the 27-year-old may not be back to his high-scoring best for United, former Old Trafford hero Gary Neville has insisted that there is a way back for the out-of-favour star. Speaking on the It's Called Soccer podcast, Neville said, "I said on Sunday after the game, if you asked me at the start of the season, who are Manchester United's best attacking players? I'd have said Garnacho and Rashford. They're not even in the matchday squad. I'm sure they'll come back in this week. I always like to think there's a way back. Players that I played with that, to be fair, had a lot better form and a lot better careers, were left out in the stands at times. Famous players who were quite openly thrown into the stands, and it was big news, and there was a lot made of it. So it's not the first time this has happened at a football club, where a player has been discarded. However, Manchester United are looking for a cultural reset. But it appears Rashford is not interested in a route back into the limelight at Old Trafford, given he has spoken openly this week about his desire for a new challenge. The forward could well depart in the January transfer window, with clubs in the Premier League and abroad now on red alert.